walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Hey, kia ora. Helen, Brahms, hey, coming. Oh, hang on, let me mute this. Um, Helen Brahms here coming to you live from Mesa in Arizona. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling start to Shake It Up Saturday. Yes, we are starting it off in a great way. We've already been up, we're showered, we're dressed, we've been for a walk. We haven't yet had breakfast. Zephy's already back in bed. I think I wore out on the walk, but it's a great day and the sun is shining. And that was just I love the song, Walking on Sunshine, because it is such a great, it's one of my favorite pick-me-up songs. It's one of those ones that every time I hear it, you got to play it at full volume, but I am being respectful of other campers. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. Some people haven't surfaced yet. So I was just playing it quietly. Normally I crank the volume up on that song. Haven't helped anybody who used to live near me in Virginia. When that song, when I was playing, when I just had my playlist of songs that I would go play, or I would just put the CD, dating myself. We had a CD holder that held like 200 CDs, I think it was. It was some number, and we just put it on random play. You'd never know what was going to come out. So it was always fun. And then whenever the song came on, cranked up the volume. There's a few songs we cranked up the volume on. That's one of them. So that's part of what Shake It Up Saturday is all about. It's just shaking it up and letting it loose and having a blast doing it. Put on some music today that energizes you, that picks you up, that makes you feel good. Because when you feel good, amazing things can start to happen. It's that it gets you in the right mindset to face challenges that come along. You know, you choose how you react to a situation. So if you are in a situation, like for example, well, going on right now with hospitals and everything else, with people being admitted in and out of hospital all the time, and you having to deal with the stress of having somebody that you love in hospital, you can choose how you react to that. I still don't know how. I think it was just sheer determination half the time, because most of the time I didn't have the energy. I was able to keep it together and keep a positive attitude for the 87 days that Brad was in hospital as he was slowly slipping away from me. I fought for him so much. We almost lost him like 10 days into the hospital stay when he got a, what the hell was that infection he got? Begins with S. It's a bad blood infection that you can actually die from. And he got that infection, and they even brought in the ICU nurse who monitored him, got him onto the one level below ICU. It wasn't ICU, it was the one level below ICU where you have one nurse for every 3 patients, and got him into that room. And until he stabilized, the ICU nurse basically stayed at his side until Brad started to stabilize. His temperature started coming down, his vitals started leveling out and all of that. We came close to losing him. And I remember leaning over towards him, and I said, you've got to fight this. And he was sort of like, I don't think I have the strength to do this anymore. And I said, don't make me call your boys. Do not make me make that phone call. Please do not make me make that phone call. So he started fighting at that point. He didn't find out till a few days later just how close he came to checking out at that point. So how you react to a situation will determine the energy that you put out, and also how people around you are going to react. I maintained a positive attitude through all of that. Like I said, I'm not sure how. I think it was just sheer determination and faith keeping me going. But there's a lot of stuff out there. It's how you react to the situation. I purposely do not watch the news. I do not watch the news because it plants negative impacts in my brain. I just want the positive pouring out. Because whatever you put out there, you get back. It's like a boomerang or looking in a mirror. Whatever you throw out comes back to you, or is reflected back to you, whichever way you want to look at it. People think that's a load of hogwash. Try it sometime. I used to do experiments. I used to go to the supermarket, and there'll be a day of like, I'm feeling really good. I wonder who I'm going to meet at the supermarket today. It's going to be a fantastic day. I would walk into the supermarket. I would flow through that supermarket so easily, no hindrance whatsoever. The place could be packed, and my path through that supermarket was amazing. It was clear. It was fine. When it came to checkout, I managed to get into a line that was moving very quickly. I never had to wait long. Had a great checkout person there. We had a great conversation, get in the car, smooth drive home. And then there were other days it was like, I don't want to talk to anybody today. I just want to hide. And I would get in the supermarket. I had people running into me with their shopping carts. I had barriers all over the place. There were screaming kids running around everywhere that I was having to watch that I didn't run them over with my shopping cart. It took me twice as long as it normally would, because I was literally battling my way through the supermarket, because I was in the mindset of, I don't want to talk to anyone. It was like people didn't see me. I had become literally invisible to people in the supermarket. If you don't believe that, try it sometime. It's a real kicker on the brain, though. It does take a bit to get back again. So you got to make sure that you have a very good, strong, positive base to start with, and that you can quickly flip that switch and get back in the positive frame of mind again. And I would somehow end up in not the longest line, I could end up in the shortest line with the slowest checkout person who really couldn't be bothered being there that day. And then I would get it back in the car and I would strike every traffic light between my house and the supermarket. It was just amazing the difference the mindset would make. So after that, it was sort of like, when we go to the supermarket, I have to be in the right frame of mind. And there's times that I will do that just to remind myself just how powerful the mind is. And when you put those vibes out there, what gets reflected back to you? It is a very, very interesting way to look at things. And it's also a very interesting thing to experience. Even just, just going to the supermarket, just something simple like that, to see how a mindset can affect your experience in something as simple as grocery shopping. Try it next time. I'm going to challenge you to try that. It will really shake you up. It's sort of like, wow. And then, go in with a positive attitude one day and have the best experience ever. And then go in with a negative attitude another time and you will have the worst experience ever. It is just incredible how just something as simple as grocery shopping can wake you up to the fact of, oh, the mind is a powerful thing. So try it if you want to. If you are brave enough to go try that, switch your attitude, switch the energy that you're putting out. Be positive. Don't just do it consciously. You also got to do it subconsciously as well. You've got to have that really good base. You've got to start programming yourself to have those positive experiences. Remember those feelings that you get when you get that victory, you get that win. Remember those feelings and start projecting those feelings out. Pick up the phone, call somebody and say, hey, just wanted to, somebody that you know that will give you a positive response, not a Debbie. If you've got a Debbie Downer, and I'm sorry for all the people named Debbie, because all the people I know named Debbie are actually really amazing people. So I don't know why they call it Debbie Downer. Guess it's like Sad Sally. I know really great Sallys. There's one just down the street who's got a really cool dog called Nellie. I know, Nellie and Sally, go figure. And Zeffie loves playing with Nellie. She loves to wrestle with Nellie. So I don't know why we attach these negative, Debbie Downers and Sad Sallys, and I don't get that. Why do we do that? I don't know. I'm going to change that. So instead of feeling down and out, start projecting. Think of those people that when you call them, they always uplift you and give you a super fantastic sparkling day. Call those people when you want to be able to leave the house in that positive mindset to go do something as simple as grocery shopping, and to see how easily you can get through a supermarket that way. And then the next time, if you want to get into that negative space, just think of a person who always brings you down, who's always criticizing you, or who always has a sad story to tell you. Think about that. And then start projecting that energy, and now try and go grocery shopping. It will blow your mind. It's the first time I tried, when somebody's talking about the power of the mind. I read this story one time about a kid who had a brain tumor, and he was a huge Star Wars fan. He imagined his brain tumor was the Death Star, and he was Luke Skywalker going in there in the fighter and hitting that explosive exactly down that hole he needed to be for it to go. And after a few weeks, when they scanned his brain again, it was an inoperable brain tumor. When they scanned his brain a few weeks later, it was gone. And I mean, gone. They could find no traces of it whatsoever. They couldn't find any trace of it anywhere. And it's all because this kid thought, I'm going to beat this. And he set his mindset to that. And he got out there and he sat there and he imagined every single day that brain tumor was the Death Star and he was Luke Skywalker. And he was going to blow that Death Star up. And he kept picturing that and imagining that. And, they said that he'd sit there and like he was in the fighter, going down that piece, getting shot at from behind by Darth Vader and all of that. and having Han Solo come in and blow the guys behind the bad guys behind him out of the sky and all, out of the sky. They were already in the sky and in space. You know that if you've seen Star Wars, you know the scene I'm talking about. So he would imagine himself that, and he would be Luke Skywalker, and let the Force be with you, or let the Force flow, or whatever that saying is that you hear Obi-Wan Kenobi come through within that thing. I'm not a Star Wars fan, but you can tell I've watched it a few times. My husband was a huge Star Wars fan, so we got to see that movie many, 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 many times. Maybe that's what I'll do on my wedding anniversary. I might do a Star Wars trilogy day. Maybe I'll do that. Got that coming up in 9 days. What's it there? 19th? Yeah, 9 days, 28th. So I might do that. Usually I do like a Lord of the Rings trilogy, but it was on Brad's birthday. Yeah. So I think on our wedding anniversary I might do a Star Wars day. Oh, do I have the Star Wars DVDs with me? I know we had a collector box, and I don't think I took another collector box. Maybe I can't do a Star Wars day that day. Anyway, but anyway, so the power of the mind is incredible, and just doing something like I said, something as simple as going to a store, going something like grocery shopping, going in with the right mindset or with a negative impact, and see the difference. Go down one day with a positive impact, go down another day with a negative impact, and and observe the difference, experience the difference. Because when you experience that difference, it sticks with you, and you know that you've got to bring out more of that positive and keep putting that positive no matter what happens. Today is always super fantastic and sparkling. I'll leave you with that thought. Have a super fantastic, sparkling, shake it up Saturday. I have to go get ready because I got my group mastermind training today. Yay! I love this day of the month. So have a super fantastic, sparkling, shake it up Saturday. I know I'm going to, because I got my mastermind group on, and that always shakes up something in my brain. So I'm kind of a little nervous, but it's going to be good. Whatever it is going to be awesome information. So we will catch you guys later today. Hey, konera. I'm walking on sunshine.